Could fuzzy nails be the next trending nail art design? How wearable is it? How does it hold up to things like hand washing? And how do we apply it? Let's try it out. Hello, I'm so glad you're gonna be joining me today. Today we're gonna be trying out the new fluffy nail art powder from Kokoist called Pushu Pushu. We're gonna talk about the application method, and I have a little watch me work from when I first tried it on one of my clients with my first impressions. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I've been a nail tech for about 14 years. I am a lover of all things gel and nail art. So if you love nail related content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're not familiar with Kokoist, it is a Japanese gel brand. Their entire line is soak off gels and primarily in pots, but they do have the Nail Thoughts line, which is in bottles as well. So they recently came out with the Pushu Pushu fluffy powders. Currently they have a total of 8 powders. I picked up 6 of them. I picked up 3 of their regular colors, and then they recently came out with these 3 that have glitter in them as well. So to me, it almost looks like silver flash glitter mixed in with the fluffy powder. These do retail for $10 each. I got the colors that I thought that I would use most often. The colors that I did not get is the pink and the blue, just because I felt like the natural colors I would probably use more often, maybe end up using it a lot, then I'll pick up also the pink and the blue. But I got the beige, brown, and white, and then for the glitter ones I got the red, white, and black. Now I know in the nail art world there is a similar product called flocking powder. I personally have never used it, so if you have used flocking powder, let me know if this new Kokoist product is similar to that or not. So for the application method, they do recommend using their non-wipe accessory bond. It is a really thick non-wipe gel. It's originally made for applying accessories like crystals and charms and holding them into place. You can also use it for isolated chrome designs as well. Once you apply it and cure it, you don't have to worry about it being sticky in between the fibers. It comes in this little like nozzle type container, and there is a lid here. You can take it off. And from what I've seen is most people will just like squeeze this container and the fibers will come out like in little puffs. So that is how I've seen people usually apply it. I've also heard some people cut off the tip to make it a little bit wider, and that way you get a little bit more powder coming out. And I tried it for the first time on my client. I did not do that, and I feel like it worked pretty good just the way that it is. And you can see we've got lots of our fluffy powder on the inside there. One other thing after using it for the first time that I noticed is that they do kind of make a mess. Fibers kind of get everywhere. Make sure that you have all of your gel products, especially like your potted gels, make sure the lids and everything are on, because otherwise you'll probably end up with fibers inside of your gels, like whatever is open on your desk. So you'll see that when I cut to the little watch me work first time I tried it. Let's go ahead and jump over to that, get my first impressions working with it. Okay, for the design, first I did my non-wipe top coat, and this is the Accents Diamond Shine On. Then I reached for the clear accessory bond, and I'm gonna do a basic little sweater pattern for this. And I'm just gonna paint that on, and then before I cure it, I'm gonna use that fluffy powder and start puffing it onto the accessory bond. I think I might have to cut the top off a little bit more, but let's just...
Should we invite him in? Should we tell him to come in? Yeah.
Do you see it?
Oh, yeah, now I see.
We're all actually standing, singing.
Yes.
They said to use more than you think. Maybe I should have top coated the other nails before.
Absolutely loved it.
Oh.
You went all out. That's great.
It was so...
I feel like that. Oh, it's
My finger looks furry.
everywhere. Okay, let's put that in there. Before curing it. Okay. I should have done that as the last thing. Everything else should be top coated.
Top coat.
I'm like, you mean top coat? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, otherwise there's just gonna be fuzzies everywhere.
You thought fuzzies were a problem before.
I feel like I need to scrub it harder, but I don't want to scrub it until I've top coated.
brush those off?
No, because they're sticky, so.
Oh, yeah. So they just have fuzz. Everything's gonna have a little layer of fuzz.
Whoopsie.
So picture after dinner, you know, you want that.
Wonder.
This helps your body actually let go of stress.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was a good one.
I don't feel like I need to cut it more. It's pretty.
Stuff's flying.
Okay. Why don't we just look at my hands? It's everywhere. It's floating. Oh my gosh. I should put. Okay, now.
I'm getting aggressive.
It's like velvet. That's so weird. I don't know how well you can tell what it is or not. Like, does it look sweater, like a sweater? Or should I have made the bottom part matte? She really wanted a little 3D Miffy bunny rabbit, so I used some tube gel. I believe I got this one from Sweetie Nail Supply and just did that on the pointer fingers. Well, what's gonna happen once I put some oil on it?
Did someone else get your other design? No, it's still there. It's waiting.
Floating. Here is the final result of this design, and I am honestly kind of in love with the Pushu Pushu, like the texture and the feel of it. It is so incredibly soft. So this is also what her nails looked like when she came back about 4 weeks later. So you can kind of see how it wore and how it looks after they're gonna come back to their next appointment. That was a lot of fun testing it out. You kind of saw how it got everywhere on my desk. Just a quick little wipe down of everything, and I definitely need to make sure I have my pots and stuff closed when I'm using it. Let's do some swatches. I want to see what the colors all look like, show you the application method as well using the non-wipe accessory bond. Okay, I think I'm gonna try the red glitter one first because I have not used a glitter one yet. I'm so curious to see how that looks. I'm first going to apply, this is just for the swatches, so you don't have to do it this way. This is purely just so I can see the colors. I'm gonna just apply a red gel color first. And if you are curious, this is number 53 from FL. So I'm gonna give this a full cure in my lamp. For the application of the non-wipe accessory bond, I'm gonna use the Kokoist round brush. This is a brand new one, just opened it. My other one I used so much that it needed to be replaced. So I'm gonna grab this. I accidentally, if you see, I have got like a little piece of foil in there and a crystal. So I think for the application of the accessory bond, we want it to have a little bit of thickness to it so that there's enough gel for the fluffy powder to stick into. So I'm gonna paint it over the entire nail. I don't want it to be so thin that the powder can't stick into it. Nice healthy coat. I'm gonna close this up so that I don't get powder all over in it. I'm so excited to try this one because of the glitter. This is where we're gonna start just like squeezing, and you can already see it coming out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I really need to make the opening any bigger. Oh my gosh. Look how cute that is. I kind of love this color with the glitter. Let me get the sides. Spray more than what you would think you might need to. I'm kind of letting it soak in to the gel for a minute before I add some more. I don't know if this glitter is a flash glitter, but it totally looks like it. Okay, I'm gonna call that. So, oh, look at that. That's so cute. I love this color. And I'm gonna put this in my lamp for at least 60 seconds. I just want to make sure everything gets fully cured in there. Nozzle back on. There's still plenty of powder in there. You can see how much is in there. There is a lot. Okay, it's been 60 seconds. I'm gonna take a little brush and just make sure I get off any excess, just like if you were using glitter or something. Look how fluffy it is. It's so, okay, I have to take my glove off now. Oh my gosh, it's so soft and velvety. That is so cool. It's so velvety soft. I actually love the way that feels. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the other shades now just so we can see them. And then I'm going to go run them underwater. Obviously, you're gonna have a client that washes their hands. What happens when your client does wash their hands? Okay, let's try out and swatch the other colors. And I only did one coat of each gel polish color. Even if it doesn't cover 100%, we're gonna be putting the fuzziness on top of it, so I'm not really gonna fuss with doing multiple coats of the color. So this is what my desk looked like after swatching the inside of my lamp. There's just fuzzies everywhere. Since making this video, I want to say that I learned the best thing to do is just use your dust collector on low when you're using it, and it will just suck in any of those fibers that are going to fly around. They are super cute, and they are, I'm not kidding, like incredibly soft. So I think that's really, really fun. Again, there's two more colors. There is a pink and a blue available. I just really liked these browns and the whites, and I love the glitters. So let's go ahead and run these underwater so we can kind of see what it looks like after they get wet. Okay, this is immediately after running them underwater. They looked a little sad, like a wet dog, right after they got wet, but I just used a towel and went over them and it immediately fluffed right back up. You can see they're still nice and fluffy, still super soft. They don't even feel wet, they feel dry. That is great, great to know. This is actually super up close macro shot after they've been wet. So you can see that they dried really, really well. You don't have matted, gross, fluffy looking nails at all. Let's do another little tester nail art design. I started with a neutral background and I did a matte top coat. Let's see if we can do like a little leopard print or something. So I'm gonna get some black gel. This is the Kokoist Maxi Black. And by the way, this video is not at all sponsored by Kokoist. I bought the products myself. I love the Kokoist product. If you want to support me, you can actually shop Kokoist products through Erica's ATA or Nail Mart USA. Use the long liner, and I'm gonna just do some little like random leopard print spots. Okay, now we basically have to go over everything that I just did, but with the non-wipe accessory bond. And now I'm gonna use the black glitter Pushu Pushu and start spraying. Now, I think most of these colors are going to be pretty opaque, but I did see somebody of a cute little tennis ball design. Obviously, there isn't a neon green yellow for the tennis ball color. They used the white and it still allowed that neon color to shine through, and it was so cute. If you want to do a different color, maybe use the white and it will allow the color underneath to pop through a little bit. Okay, this is gonna be so cute, especially, I just love the glittery ones. I think the glittery ones might be my favorite. Okay, I'm going to put this in, cure, and then clean this up. This is actually really cute. I don't know if I was expecting it to be this cute. I missed a couple little tiny spots with the accessory bond, but I think it's okay. This is actually so cute. Oh my gosh, and it's so soft. How fun is this? How fun is this? I just love this texture so much. Okay, another really cute nail art method that you could use these for that I saw someone on the Kokoist page, I believe it was Cassie, and you take some jelly polish, you just put a little tiny bit of the black Pushu Pushu. You can basically do these really cute plaid designs and stuff, and it will look like it's fuzzy because it will have the little fibers in it. So that's another way that you can use these if you don't want necessarily the texture part of it. I think these are a lot of fun. I think everyone's gonna have to think about how much they would actually use it depending on how adventurous your client is. If you have a really reserved clientele, this may be a little too adventurous for them. If you have a lot of clients that like nail art and fun and trendy designs, I think this is a really fun product to try. I like to keep a little display of nail art designs by my desk, and this really helps encourage clients to try nail art or try designs that you want to do. If you have some examples of things that you think are really fun or things that you've been practicing, it's a great way to display it. Definitely have some examples on display for your clients to see, and it kind of gives them an idea of what it would look like and how to maybe put a design together using the fluffy powder. So do you think this is something that you will be trying out? Let me know in the comments. If you like today's video, make sure to check out this one where I share all of my favorite shops to get nail supplies, including my nail art products. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video.